ride.
Fuck. Shit.
No. We're gonna go on a nice little drive. I can drive the rest of the way on my own.
The story begins with Molly driving alone through a deserted highway. Her wedding is only days away, but there's tension brewing in her relationship. She's not entirely sure about tying the knot. Despite the doubt gnawing at her, she's heading toward a nearby city to take care of some final wedding arrangements. As she drives, her sister Ella calls. It turns out Ella hasn't even booked her flight yet. "Did you book your flight?" Molly asks. Ella hesitates. "I was just waiting for you to be sure. I just want you to be happy." Molly forces a smile and says she is, though her tone says otherwise. Ella jokes about booking a refundable ticket, but there's an unspoken discomfort lingering in their exchange. Back on the road, Molly takes a turn onto a quieter route, a shortcut, hoping to save time. The road looks fine, and she plays some music to lighten the mood. But suddenly, her car sputters and dies. She steps out, checks under the hood, and tries restarting the engine. Nothing. Even worse, there's no signal on her phone. She sits inside, hoping someone will drive by. Out of nowhere, a man approaches the car, startling her. He introduces himself as Christian, speaking in a calm, friendly manner. Although wary, he is a stranger after all. Molly lets him take a look at the car. After some tinkering, Christian manages to get it running again. Grateful, Molly offers him money, but he declines, simply warning her to be safe out here. As she drives away, she glances in the mirror and sees him walking down the road. Feeling a little guilty, she turns around and offers him a ride. They chat as they drive. Christian seems well-mannered, and Molly starts to lower her guard. She mentions her upcoming wedding and why she's headed to the city. But soon, Christian's demeanor changes. "Tell me about Brad," he says. Molly replies cautiously. "He's great." Christian begins speaking in strange philosophical tones about fate and coincidence. Then, his words take a dark turn. "Don't worry, I'm not hitting on you," he says, before adding a disturbing remark that makes Molly immediately uncomfortable. Realizing she made a mistake, she pulls over and asks him to get out. "Please, I'm asking nicely," but Christian refuses. No, we're going to keep driving. It'll be a lot more fun for both of us." Then he pulls out a knife, his tone shifting from casual to threatening. "You were the one who stopped. You invited me in. Maybe it's because you're trying to ruin a marriage you don't even want." He says he wants to take her to a place where they can spend the night. Terrified, Molly notices something. He's not wearing a seatbelt. Up ahead is a sharp curve. Seizing the moment, she swerves hard. The car crashes, flipping violently and landing deep in the forest. Molly ends up trapped inside, hanging upside down with her leg pinned. Christian, thrown from the car, lies motionless a few feet away. She sees his knife just outside the window. Wincing in pain, she reaches out and finally grabs it. When Christian comes to, he walks over and sees her stuck. Instead of helping, he smirks. "If you can get out, go ahead." Then he turns and disappears into the woods. "Nice knowing you, Molly." Now night has fallen. The car is wrecked, surrounded by thick trees, far from the road. Molly is freezing. She finds a cloth inside and wraps herself in it, then tries turning on the heater. It barely helps. To make things worse, she hears strange animal sounds nearby. By morning, she spots deer outside. For a moment, she relaxes. At least, there are no predators. But then, Christian returns. He looks refreshed, eerily calm, and approaches like everything's normal. "I need water, food," Molly pleads. Christian replies coldly. "Answer a few questions. Maybe I'll give you something." Desperate, she agrees. He leans in and asks disturbing personal questions, playing a twisted game. She tries answering, hoping he'll help her, but he only sneers. "Nice try." Christian casually mentions a cabin not too far away. He says Molly won't survive out here much longer, then turns and walks off. Another cold night falls. Her limbs are stiff, her toes numb. In the glove box, she finds a lighter and begins burning scraps of paper and anything else flammable to stay warm. Somehow, she drifts off, but wakes with a jolt. Something is scratching at her. Molly's body is weakening. She's freezing, starving, and barely clinging to life. But when she sees the rats again, it sparks an awful idea. As disgusting as it seems, hunger wins. Survival doesn't care about dignity. The next morning brings a miracle. Her phone starts ringing. It lies just out of reach. She stretches and claws her way toward it, finally grabbing it after a painful struggle. That glowing screen gives her hope for the first time in days. Maybe someone will come. Before she can make a call, Christian returns. She hides the phone quickly. He rambles about the same nearby cabin, saying a family is inside. But not to worry, he's locked them up so they won't accidentally find her. Then, strangely calm, he says he brought something that might help. Just as he's about to explain, the phone rings again. He hears it. Cursing under his breath, Christian digs into his bag. Molly panics, expecting a weapon. Instead, he pulls out a blade. "It's not for me," he says. "It's for you." She breaks down, crying, begging. She offers anything, her freedom, her body, her pride, just to live. But he refuses. He drops the knife at her feet and walks away. Her hands trembling, she tries cutting through whatever's trapping her leg, but the pain is too much. Sobbing in frustration, she hurls the knife away. Night creeps in again. Her lips crack from thirst. She remembers a river nearby, but can't move. Then, like a blessing, rain begins to pour. She tilts her head back and drinks straight from the sky. Later, she fiddles with the car's radio. A news broadcast says the main roads are flooded. Drivers are being redirected to back routes, including the one near her. That lights a spark. She starts screaming for help, hoping someone hears her, and someone does. A car pulls up, but it's Christian. Again, thinking fast, she holds her breath, playing dead, pretending she bled out while trying to escape. Christian shines a flashlight inside. "You actually tried it?" he says, trying to confirm if she's alive. As he leans closer, Molly grabs the keys off him, locks the doors using the remote, and slams the horn to set off the car alarm. Then, pretending to throw the keys into the woods, she traps him too. If someone hears the noise, they might come investigate. It works. A police officer pulls over. Christian flips the switch instantly, playing the victim. He says his car got stuck in the storm and asks the cop for a ride to a cabin. Inside the car, Molly bangs a rock against the door, trying to alert the officer, but he doesn't hear her. She's left behind. Again. Rain continues to pour, and rising floodwaters begin pushing the car toward the river. Water rushes around her. With time running out, she grabs the knife again and starts sawing. Before she can finish, the car is swept into the current. The impact forces her free. Screaming through the pain, she fights her way to shore. Crawling out, she finds a broken branch and leans on it to stand. She remembers Christian's talk about the cabin. That must be where he's holding the family. Wading through mud and storm, she pushes forward. Eventually, she sees it, a wooden house hidden among trees. As she gets closer, she hears something, crying. Peeking through a window, she sees a teenage girl, tied up and screaming. Molly doesn't rush in. She scans the rest of the cabin first. Then she sees something awful. Christian, wearing a police uniform, beating the very cop who left her behind. Heart pounding, she sneaks deeper inside. Everyone in the house is dead, except the girl. Christian calls out. Molly hides, gripping a gun. When he enters, she leaps out, ready. They fight. It's brutal. She breaks away and hides again, but he's not done. He searches the house. Under a table, she stays quiet, but he finds her. "This is how I hoped it would end," he whispers. She stabs him and escapes. This time, she's not running. Christian stumbles outside, injured and screaming. Molly and the girl stand over him. She holds the same knife he once gave her. "Need a hand?" she asks coldly. "You told me to cut off my leg. Now it's your turn." Christian can only scream. Molly stares down at him. "Maybe you were right. Maybe this was fate." Then she turns and walks off into the storm with the girl. Her nightmare is over. Or maybe it's just beginning. End the movie. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our other recaps and subscribe for more content. And leave comment below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.